100 yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. There's no need in keeping it low.
Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one. Between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Mariota now to throw on first down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Like a freight train there. Yazman90 with a sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, alert three.
Now Mariota looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Parker, the intended target. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. Butker's kick here is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Balaj. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Second and 12. At the 39-yard line. Yeah.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Tiny's on the Ringo. Even.
Off the play fake, Mariota. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and now it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Balaj. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mariota escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
5-yard loss leads to 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Chiefs take over 1st down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this time Mahomes will throw. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for KC. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Gurley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
At the 20-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10. covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Here's Mahomes, third and goal, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They run it with Balaj. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mariota now from the 50. Flushed out right. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
A big play there just before halftime. 72 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Slam. Kill. Whip. Watch the whip. Go.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Flush to his right. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is taken at his 4. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
That's going to be a long day.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30, 10, 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balaj in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip?
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
attack! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Exit. 52. Block 52. Right side. Right side.
On the toss, here's Williams. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A big play there for KC. 47 yards.
And a first down, Chiefs.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check it out, 49. Check 49. Check 49.
They'll run it with Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Yellow. I've got blue lane. No. Ready? Check nickel, nickel, nickel. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Give me that collect. Give me that move. Chopper. Chopper. 57.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Mariota to throw it this time. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces. 8 ounces good.
All right, just checking. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Watch Mike. You don't know no better.
They give it to Williams, running right. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 26. Hey, 43.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 9. Hey, 43, 15. Blue dot workers. Yellow. 52. 52's the mark, boys. 52. Attack. I'm coming after you. Check it back. Attack.
On 1st down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
43. On Sunday. Come back.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there, 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line.
He's checking. Crash.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
You go tight, 57, close, 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Get off the field.
They'll run here with Balaj. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I'm here all day. Switch. Check 4. One.
Throwing, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got it. Switch it. 57.
Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creeping. Yellow. Watch twins. Safe.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go one more.
He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it again with Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. And the kick by Butker is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He was looking to get it to Parker again. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Go, go, it's run.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage.